love somehow, building my worth on fragile achievements, only to fall apart here and now. Every step felt like I had to measure. Every breath felt like I had to fight, until I met the grace that never asked me to be strong enough to be right. You never asked for perfection, you never chased my success. You only called my broken pieces into your rest. I rested in a love I didn't have to earn, a mercy deeper than I could understand. And in the arms of my Redeemer, to stand. I rested in a love I didn't have to earn, no striving left inside my soul, just the peace of knowing I am chosen and completely made whole. The world still speaks in constant expectations, telling me I'm never quite enough. But your voice is louder than the pressure, and your love is strong enough. You remind me I am not my failure. I am not the things I've done before. I am the child of endless mercy, forever yours. And every time I start to wander back into the race I left behind, you gently bring me to remember your love is not defined. I rested in a love I didn't have to earn, a mercy deeper than I could understand. And in the arms of my Redeemer, I finally learned to stand. I rested in a love I didn't have to earn, no striving left inside my soul, just the peace of knowing I am chosen and completely made whole. One day all striving will be over, every race will finally cease, and I will stand before my Savior in perfect, endless peace. Until that day, I will keep resting in the truth that sets me free, that I am loved not for my doing, but for simply being me. I rested in a love I didn't have to earn, and that truth will carry me through all my days. For the love that found me in my weakness will never fade away. I rested in a love I didn't have to earn, and now my heart can finally breathe, because the grace that holds me every moment is all I'll ever need. I am loved, I am free. In your grace I finally see. Before I ever learned the words of praying, before I knew how faith was meant to sound, you were already walking through my seasons, holding every piece of me unbound. I thought I had to find the perfect moment to reach a place where I could call your name, but you were there in every silent struggle, the same, the same, the same. You were not waiting for my voice to be stronger. You were not waiting for my heart to be whole. You were already moving in my story, quietly shaping my soul. You were my peace before I knew how to pray, before I ever lifted up my hands. You were the love that held me in my weakness, the God I didn't understand. You were my peace before I knew how to pray, and now I see it all along. You were the quiet in my deepest chaos, the reason I am strong. There were nights I never called your presence, yet you were closer than the air I breathe. You saw the tears I never showed to anyone, and still you chose to stay with me. Even in the years I walked in silence, even when I didn't recognize your face, you were writing mercy into every moment. Until then, I will keep resting in the knowing that I was never out of your sight. For the God who loved me before I knew Him is still my light. You were my peace before I knew how to pray, and you will be my peace till the end. For the Savior who was always with me will always call me friend. You were my peace before I knew how to pray, and now my soul can finally see that every breath I ever take is covered by your love for me. Before I prayed, you were there. Before I knew you cared. The night was quiet, but my heart was restless, filled with worries I could not outrun. I watched the shadows dance across the ceiling, wondering where my peace had gone. The road behind me carried many memories, some of joy and some of deep regret. And every mile seemed to whisper questions that I still hadn't answered yet. And through the silence came a gentle kindness, like morning sunlight after endless rain. A voice so full of mercy and compassion softly called my name. I thought I was alone, then Jesus called my name, and suddenly the darkness wasn't quite the same. Every fear that held my heart so tightly started slowly slipping away. I thought I was alone, then Jesus called my name, reminding me His love had never changed. And in the safety of His presence, I found the strength to hope again. He didn't speak with thunder from the heavens, or write His answer brightly in the sky. with me through the night. The burdens that seemed far too heavy for me began to feel much lighter in His hands, because the God who holds the stars in motion already had a perfect plan. He knew the tears I'd never shown another, the hidden battles nobody could see. Yet still He drew a little closer and whispered peace to me. I thought I was alone, then Jesus called my name, and suddenly the darkness wasn't quite the same. Every fear that held my heart so tightly started slowly slipping away. I thought I was alone, then Jesus called my name, reminding me His love had never changed. And in the safety of His presence, I found the strength to hope again. One day every lonely road will end in glory. Every sleepless night will fade from view, and all the moments I felt abandoned will reveal how close you always were. Until then, I'll trust the hand that guides me, even when I cannot clearly see. For the Savior who found me in the darkness will walk through every dawn with me. I thought I was alone, then Jesus called my name, and my weary heart has never been the same. For the voice that spoke such healing over me still echoes through my days. I thought I was alone, then Jesus called my name, and now I know wherever I may go, the shepherd who found me in the midnight will never let me walk alone. Jesus called my name, and I found peace. Jesus called my name, and my fears were released. There are moments I don't feel your presence, when silence feels heavier than prayer. I reach for you in fragile desperation, but only emptiness is there. Still I remember all the times you carried me when I was certain I would fall apart. So even when my feelings fail to find you, I choose to trust my heart, because your truth is not defined by what I feel. Your love is not dependent on my sight. You are the constant through my changing seasons, the steady anchor in the night. Even when I don't feel you, you are still here, closer than the breath inside my chest, holding every fragment of my weakness, giving weary souls their rest. Even when I don't feel you, you are still faithful. Your promises will never disappear. And even in the silence of my questions, your love is always near. There are days my prayers feel like they vanish, like they never reach beyond the room. But heaven is not moved by what I'm sensing. It's moved by what is true. And truth says you are always working gently, even when I cannot understand, writing grace into the pages of my sorrow, held safely in your hand. So I will not rely on shifting feelings. I will not trust the doubts I hear inside. I will trust the voice that spoke creation, the one who will not lie. Even when I don't feel you, you are still here, closer than the breath inside my chest, holding every fragment of my weakness, giving weary souls their rest. Even when I don't feel you, you are still faithful. Your promises will never disappear. And even in the silence of my questions, your love is always near. One day faith will turn into full seeing. Every hidden thing will be made clear, and I will understand through all my questioning that you were always here. Until that day, I'll walk by trusting promise, not by sight, are shifting emotions tide for the God who never leaves the broken hearted, is always by my side. Even when I don't feel you, you are still here, and that truth will carry me through night. For the Savior who is constant in the darkness will lead me into light. Even when I don't feel you, you are still faithful, and I will rest in what I know is true. That every step I take through unseen seasons is held securely in you. Even when I don't feel you, you are still here. Even when I don't see you, you are still near. The world keeps shifting under my footsteps. Nothing feels steady for very long. One moment I feel like I am standing, the next I'm wondering what went wrong. But in the middle of all this uncertainty, there is a voice that never fades away, whispering deeper than every fear inside me, telling my heart to stay. Not in what I see around me, not in what I feel inside, but in the one who never changes, I will abide. You are still my peace when everything feels unstable. You are still my hope when nothing else remains. And even when my emotions try to fail me, your love still stays the same. You are still my peace when everything feels unstable, a steady hand I can rely upon. And in the chaos of my changing seasons, you are my unshaken song. I used to search for calm and perfect timing, and answers that would take my doubts away. But now I find a deeper kind of stillness that doesn't need the world to change. Because you are not shaken by my shaking, you are not moved by my unstable heart. You are the anchor holding every moment, even when I fall apart. So I will rest in what is certain, not what my feelings try to say. the same. You are still my peace when everything feels unstable, a steady hand I can rely upon. And in the chaos of my changing seasons, you are my unshaken song. One day every shaking will be over, every storm will finally cease, and I will stand in perfect stillness, surrounded by your peace. Until then I will keep trusting, even when I cannot see, that the God who holds all heaven is holding me. You are still my peace when everything feels unstable, and that truth will never fade away. For the one who calms the raging waters is with me every day. You are still my peace when everything feels unstable, and I will never walk alone. For the presence of my Savior has become my home. You are my peace, you are my rest, you are my everything. You are the best. The house was still, the world was sleeping, but my mind refused to close its eyes. I stared into the dark with heavy questions, searching for hope beneath the night. The silence felt much louder than the daytime. Every worry echoed through my soul. I tried to carry all tomorrow's burdens, until the weight became too much to hold. And like a breeze through an open window, gentle as the falling rain, a voice of mercy found my weakness and softly called my name. In the middle of the night, Jesus whispered my name, and suddenly the darkness didn't feel the same. Every fear that held me captive started slowly drifting away. In the middle of the night, Jesus whispered my name, reminding me His love had never changed. And wrapped inside His faithful promise, I found the strength to rest again. No flashing signs, no mighty thunder, just peace arriving deep within, the kind that only heaven can deliver, the kind no earthly voice because His presence was enough assurance that He'd be with me through every part. The God who paints the stars above me, the God who calms the raging sea, was sitting in the quiet beside me, watching over me faithfully. In the middle of the night, Jesus whispered my name, and suddenly the darkness didn't feel the same. Every fear that held me captive started slowly drifting away. In the middle of the night, Jesus whispered my name, reminding me His love had never changed. And wrapped inside His faithful promise, I found the strength to rest again. One day there'll be no sleepless evenings, no anxious thoughts to overcome, only endless peace within His presence, forever safe inside His love. Until that day, I'll keep remembering the countless times He made a way, and how His voice became my comfort when hope seemed far away. In the middle of the night, Jesus whispered my name, and every shadow lost its power to remain. For the Savior who walks beside me is the same forevermore. In the middle of the night, Jesus whispered my name, and my weary heart was never quite the same, because the God who holds creation still watches over me with love. Jesus whispered my name, and peace came near. Jesus whispered my name, and stayed right here. There was a night my faith felt like a candle, barely glowing in the wind and rain. The dreams I carried seemed so far from reach, and hope felt buried underneath the pain. I had exhausted every strength within me, tried to stand when I could barely breathe, and somewhere in the middle of my breaking, I finally fell down to my knees. I thought I had to carry every burden, I thought the battle rested in my hands, but heaven had carried me. When I couldn't hold on, Jesus held me. Through every tear I tried to hide, and wrapped within His endless compassion, I found a place where fear could not survive. He never promised life without its valleys, or skies that never filled with clouds above. But He promised I would never walk them lonely, because I'd always have His love. The mountains standing high before tomorrow no longer seem impossible to climb, because the one who formed the earth beneath me is faithfully walking by my side. And every time my soul grows weary, every time anxiety appears, His quiet voice becomes a refuge, stronger than my fears. When I couldn't hold on, Jesus held me. When my heart was tired and weak, when the road grew dark before my eyes, His mercy came and carried me. When I couldn't hold on, Jesus held me. Through every tear I tried to hide, and wrapped within His endless compassion, I found a place where fear could not survive. One day every storm will lose its power, every wound will finally be restored, and I will see the loving hands that carried me, standing at heaven's door. Until then I'll rest within His promise, trusting every step He asks of me, for the Savior who sustained me in the darkness will lead me through eternity. When I couldn't hold on, Jesus held me. And that's the story of my life, not a tale of strength I found within myself, but of a Savior broken thoughts I barely understand. My faith feels small, like flickering embers, slipping softly through my hands. I wonder if you hear my silent whispers, if heaven notices my fragile sound. But even in my most uncertain moments, your presence still surrounds. You don't measure prayers by perfection. You don't weigh them by their strength. You listen with a father's compassion that goes to any length. Even my weakest prayer still reaches heaven. Even my trembling voice is heard. For the God who made the stars above me knows every broken word. Even my weakest prayer still reaches heaven, and nothing is ever out of sight. For your mercy meets me in my weakness and turns my darkness into light. I used to think I had to be stronger to earn the right to come before your throne. But grace revealed a deeper invitation, that I could never come alone. You take the fragments of my weary heartbeats. You take the tears I cannot even speak, and turn them into songs of restoration, where I am safe and weak. So I will not fear my lack of words, Lord. I will not hide what I feel inside, for you are closer in my brokenness than any strength I've tried. Even my weakest prayer still reaches heaven. Even my trembling voice is heard. For the God who made the stars above me knows every broken word. Even my weakest prayer still reaches heaven, and nothing is ever out of sight. For your mercy meets me in my weakness and turns my darkness into light. One day all my silent prayers will blossom into worship face to face, and every tear I never had the words for will tell day I'll rest in your assurance that nothing I bring is too small for the one who hears the cry of every heart is the one who hears it all. Even my weakest prayer still reaches heaven, and that truth will never change. For the Savior who delights in broken hearts will never turn away. Even my weakest prayer still reaches heaven, and I will never be alone. For every whispered, fragile prayer I offer still finds its way back home. Even my weakest prayer, you hear it still. Even my weakest prayer, you always will. I spent so many years chasing horizons, believing something else would make me whole, running after answers in the distance, while an empty ache kept living in my soul. I filled my days with noise and expectations, built my hopes on things that couldn't stay. But every road that promised satisfaction eventually faded away. Then in the quiet of an ordinary evening, when I had nowhere else to run, I found the one my heart had always needed, the one who loved me from the start. The peace I was searching for was Jesus all along, not in the places I had wandered through, not in the dreams I thought would save me, but in the gentle love I found in you. The peace I was searching for was Jesus all along, the answer hidden in plain sight. And now my restless soul has found a refuge in the comfort of your light. You met me in the middle of my questions. You stayed when certainty was hard to find. You never turned away from all my weakness or the fears I carried deep inside. And Little by little, you taught my heart that grace is not something I must earn. For every time I took a step toward heaven, I found your arms already open. The world can offer temporary shelter, but only you can calm the storm within. Only you can turn my deepest sorrow into a song of hope again. The peace I was searching for was Jesus all along, not in the places I had wandered through, not in the dreams I thought would save me, but in the gentle love